And welcome to Dave's Rant 1.2. Well, here we go. Old MacDonald had a farm, but did they tell you that he also had a pregnant donkey that he fucked himself? Old MacDonald was a dirty bastard, and the donkey went, E-I-E-I-O. And once upon a time, there was a child who liked to eat grasshoppers, and he ate them live, so they would wriggle around in his stomach and give him his chits and giggles. And he'd charge people to watch him because that was a good way of making money, except nobody liked that, so he died because he couldn't afford shit, just like the girl who, or the hermaphrodite thingy that was a prostitute. Yeah, they don't live very long when they're ugly and retarded. So, yeah, if you go to the moon, and why do I keep talking about the moon? Hold on, let's think about something different. Maybe we could talk about children. No, I always go about children. Oh, no, I said that. Well, I'm running out of things to say. Can you believe that? But at least I'm still talking, and I'm going crazy because I don't know what I'm going to say. And all of a sudden, something will hit me, and I'll go, wow, that feels good, like Captain Cook, who, when sailing over the Niagara Falls, he struck a rock, he split his cock, and a fish got away with his balls. And there once was a young woman named Dinah who had an enormous vagina. She filled it with rocks to keep out the cocks, and in the end she had to marry a miner. Ha-ha! There once was a man from Kent whose prick was all twisted and bent. He bended in double, so instead of coming, he went. And my lamp has a penis on it. I don't know why, but I must be penisly infatuated. But that doesn't even make sense. If you eat pillowcases, you'll probably die because the cotton will get caught up inside you. But it's better than smoking, I think, because when you smoke, poos come out your bum and it covers the ground. And then when anyone walks by, they slip over and go, oh, shit, which actually is kind of funny because it's shit and they slip. And that's terrible because I shouldn't talk like that. But if you know how to tie a knot in a monkey's ass, then you know how to save a life. That is my piece of advice to you. But see, I'm still talking about shit, really, so I'm going to have to go and talk about a different subject. So I look around me to think, what could I possibly talk about? And say windows. Once upon a time, there's a window. The window opened, and it said, holy fuck, I'm a window, and I'm opening by myself. Must be the wind. Would you like to go for a walk, Mr. Grasshopper? No, thanks, I don't want to go for a walk. Well, then why don't you come with me now? And he pulls out a gun, and he shoves it up his ass, and he says, walk, bitch, walk. And they walk together for 50 miles before he says, what the fuck are we talking about? I want to go to the moon and lick chickens with rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you go to the moon, why do I keep talking about the moon? Once upon a time in Mexico, once again, there was a children man who liked to eat monkeys, and the monkeys were made of custard and bread, and it tasted disgusting, so everybody ate it because it was a delicacy. And then 55 blind mice came up with carving knives, sliced up the mad butcher, and said, fuck you. And then he ate cheese because he was dead, and that's what the dead do. They eat cheese. Up in heaven, down in hell, they're in Nirvana, or wherever the fuck they might go, they eat cheese. That's what happens. On little toothpicks, in fact, and it's brought to them by slaves. Slaves are people who should have gone to hell, and they have to wait on these people, bringing them cubes of cheese on little toothpicks that they eat. And it's very nice because they like it. And they have wine as well. Sometimes it's a Cabernet, sometimes it's a Sauvignon Blanc. Who the fuck knows? But sometimes my mum eats this cheese and she farts, and it smells the house out. And I go, Mum, stop eating cheese. You're smelling the house out. Can you please give it up? And she goes, no, I love my cheese. And I said, oh, cheeses, Mum, you suck. And then she eats me, and I die. The end.